Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Newsbrowse News broadcast. According to Al Jazeera, Russia's defense ministry has accused Ukraine of refusing a proposed 6-hour local ceasefire in the eastern city of Kostiantynivka. Moscow claimed the temporary truce, scheduled for Monday, was intended to facilitate the handover of fallen Ukrainian soldiers' bodies, but stated Kyiv failed to respond to the proposal before Sunday's deadline. This accusation is the latest development in the ongoing dispute over the city. Russia claimed on Friday that its forces had captured Kostiantynivka, a key target in the Donetsk region. However, Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky strongly denied the claim, calling it just another Russian lie. Zelensky challenged the assertion by suggesting that if the city were truly under Russian control, President Vladimir Putin should meet him there to negotiate an end to the war. Kremlin spokesman Dmitry Peskov mocked the suggestion, insisting the city is already part of Russia. Meanwhile, diplomatic efforts are intensifying, with both Zelensky and Putin holding phone calls with U.S. President Donald Trump, who offered to help stop the war. Trump is scheduled to meet Zelensky on Wednesday ahead of the upcoming NATO summit. According to a report by Liberty Times, Diosaba, a senior U.S. official revealed that U.S. President Donald Trump will hold key meetings with Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky and Syrian President Ahmed al-Shara during this week's NATO summit in Turkey. Trump is scheduled to meet Zelensky on August 8th to discuss paths toward ending the war in Ukraine, reflecting Trump's strong sense of urgency given the stagnant battlefield conditions over the past few months. Additionally, Trump will meet with the summit host, Turkish President Recep Tayyip Erdogan, and plans to urge NATO allies to increase their defense spending. Following his dialogue with Zelensky, Trump may also contact Russian President Vladimir Putin to further negotiate a resolution. While Putin recently rejected Zelensky's call for a one-on-one meeting and Russia insists on full control of the Donbas region, a condition Ukraine rejects, the U.S. administration is actively attempting to broker a peace deal. The summit is also expected to announce several $billion in defense-related agreements. According to Al Jazeera, 3 sons of Iran's late Supreme Leader Ali Khamenei made a rare public appearance during the second day of his funeral ceremonies in Tehran, but his designated successor and son, Mojtaba Khamenei, was notably absent. Iranian state television broadcast footage of Mustafa, Maysam, and Masoud Khamenei praying at the Imam Khomeini Grand Mosalla, alongside coffins of their father and other family members killed in a U.S.-Israeli airstrike on February 28th. Analysts suggest Mojtaba's absence is linked to strict security measures surrounding threats to his life by Israel. Mojtaba has not made a public appearance since his appointment as Supreme Leader in March. The prayer services in Tehran attracted massive crowds demanding retaliation against the United States and Israel. Iranian authorities have launched a week-long series of processions, transporting Khamenei's remains through Shia holy sites in Iraq and Iran before a final burial in his hometown of Moscow. 11 days after twin earthquakes devastated northern Venezuela, the official death toll has risen to nearly 3,000. With more than 16,500 people injured. According to DW, hopes of finding more survivors beneath the rubble are rapidly fading. In the hard-hit region of La Guaira, residents and volunteers are desperately racing against time. However, their efforts are severely hindered by a critical lack of heavy machinery. Families of the missing report that they have had to rely primarily on community donations to secure basic tools and equipment. Although international rescue teams and search dogs initially joined the disaster response, the closing rescue window has prompted some foreign crews to begin withdrawing. Despite these dwindling chances and the departure of international aid, local communities refuse to give up, continuing to dig through the debris in hopes of a miracle. According to Al Jazeera, Australia has secured a record-extending 7th Women's T20 World Cup title after a dominant 7-wicket victory over England at a sold-out Lord's Cricket Ground in London. Chasing a target of 151, the undefeated Australian side cruised to victory with 17 balls to spare, largely thanks to a sparkling second wicket partnership of 104 runs. Beth Mooney led the charge with an outstanding 64 runs off 49 balls and was subsequently named Player of the Tournament. She was ably supported by Phoebe Litchfield, who struck a rapid 48 off 35 balls. Earlier, England was restricted to an under-par score of 150 for 4, despite an unbeaten 80-run partnership between captain Nat Seiverbrunt, who made 58, and Freya Kemp, who contributed 44 runs. Australia's bowling attack put early pressure on the hosts, reducing them to 39 for 2 in the power play. This triumph cements Australia's long-standing dominance in women's cricket, having outplayed England once again on the global stage. That's all for this video. Thank you for watching. See you in the next video.